Test, 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 test. AFC. Doom, destruction, mayhem on the streets of Milwaukee. Well, almost. Here what we have is a victim of what is known as the Kia Boys. A Kia or Hyundai easily broken into and stolen. As you can see, I have Officer Ryan in the background running some VIN numbers. And as I called him, he looked at the car and laughed about it and knew that it was this. I mean, he's just seen so many of them. He pointed out to me how easy it is to steal a Kia with a USB drive and honestly made fun of the dealers for not being able to steal the car, which was funny. He said, I need to get it off the street tonight for sure because it is, really easy to steal. So, so now you have to go pay a bunch of money for the window, pay a bunch of money to have that fixed. And Kia is saying that there's nothing wrong with this, even though there are hundreds of these cases now all across the country with a very, very easy to steal car situation. I'll actually pull the camera in here, kind of a one-man crew, hope bear with me. All they need to do is get into the column and then stick a USB stick underneath the behind the ignition there. And that enables them to nab the car. So you're simply one window bash and one properly sourced USB stick away from a free joyride. Again, a fun aspect of this is that they're not even keeping the cars. They're simply joyriding them and moving on to the next. Kia, this is not very good. Hyundai, this is not very good. You say everything responds to federal regulations, sure. But now my poor mom from Iowa is going to have to pay $500, whatever her thing costs, and the electronics. Not to mention the whole day of lost wages from not being able to drive. Kia, you should be ashamed. I'll have a quote from the officer soon talking about how frequent these are, just because, he has seen a lot of them. He's a pretty nice guy, so. All right, well, see you in a sec. Laughlin and Officer Ryan. My mother's car was recently broken into from apparently a very easy to steal car process. Officer Ryan and Officer Laughlin apparently see this quite frequently. Have any comments on how you guys could protect your car from being stolen like this or to deter yourself?
The club or something similar. There's a really relatively easy, and it's not foolproof, but it is a deterrent. Getting a club that you can secure on the steering wheel to stop anybody from taking the vehicle against your will. Again, not foolproof, but a deterrent nonetheless.
Sure.
I would echo that statement, and for you to be aware, I don't know if we have any now, but in the best interests of District 7 citizens, and I believe citywide, I know District 7 for sure, there are times when we actually provide citizens with that device, anti-theft device, the club.
Occasionally there are grant-funded programs that might have a certain amount of them that are allocated to each district. Again, because of the proliferation of lately Kia thefts, I think most of the districts are out of them. But that is something in the past that we've had the option of doing, is giving those out at the district level to people.
That makes a lot of sense, especially when it's specific cars that are being targeted. That's a pretty cool program.
I can provide you with a number to the district. I don't know whose car this is. I'm really, really sorry that this happened. I'm sorry to have met you under these circumstances. I'm glad they didn't get anything, and I'm glad they didn't get the car. But I could give you that number, and then you can call and see if they have any clubs and see what the criteria is. I believe if they've got them in stock, and you can show that you're a resident, and say, let them know. I don't know if you have to provide proof that you drive one of the manufactured cars that are at risk. Sure. But they might be able to provide you with the Kia. And just as an aside, I just saw the other day that we also have a supply of gun locks as well.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I mean that makes the most sense given how easy these are to steal. That I mean, you guys can't respond to these when they take 30 seconds to get into. I mean that doesn't make any sense. So, and again, thank you very much, officers. Thank you for the report. You guys were great. I hope I don't have to call you anytime soon.
Indeed. Be safe.
Don't ever hesitate to contact us. We want to be here for you.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you very much, guys.
All right, have a
Yeah.
good day.
Good one, officer. Awesome. You guys.
Take care.